The next thing that we're going to talk about is the privacy settings. And we've added two ways that you can protect the sensitive information that you use in your projects. This information could be anything from sensitive bank information for your customers, medical information, social security numbers, anything that's going to be important for you to protect. You can use these features to help you protect that data. The first of which is not saving values with your variables. As many of you know, when you save a Foxtrot 1 script, the variables along with their values are written out to the project file. This means if you create a script on Monday and close the script, if you were to open that same script on Tuesday, the variables would have the values still in them, and that could potentially be sensitive information that you don't want someone to get their hands on. Well, by checking this option here, you can ensure that the values of the variables are cleared before the script is written out to a file. This doesn't hinder the way that you can use your variables in your script. It simply protects the value from being compromised. The other thing is clearing the Windows clipboard. As many of you know, Foxtrot has the capability of placing a value on the Windows clipboard, or even kind of inadvertently putting something on the clipboard by doing something in a Target app. If, let's say, you click a button in a Target app, that application may have code built in to put something on the Windows clipboard. Well, by checking this option, when you close the Foxtrot 1 product, we'll wipe whatever values on the Windows clipboard and just kind of clear it so that no sensitive information is lingering out on your system. So we think that's a great way to help you protect your sensitive customer data. It just makes it a lot easier and gives you peace of mind. Now, these settings are at the project level. So once you set this particular project is now protected. The data is protected. If you were to create a new script project, you'd want to set these options to your preference for that second project. You're always required to kind of work around the if, else, and end if action. Well, now Foxtrot is more flexible. It allows you to manipulate the if, or I can go grab the else and move that up one step in the script. So it's a lot easier for you to reorder the steps in your task. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is if you have an action selected, such as this note action, that's not part of the if statement, this action can be moved in and out of an if statement very easily. So it's very flexible. However, if I pick an else statement, this else belongs with the if that's directly above it. So it would be incorrect to move this else above the if statement, which is why you can't move it up. So we prevent you from accidentally scrambling the script in a way that's not functional. Now, if you wanted to move just an if statement up or down, you can do that by selecting the individual if action. Now, this if here is nested within this parent if statement. So you can't just grab this if and move it out, because it would leave all the related pieces of that if statement in the wrong location. So what you can do, and this is why we don't let you move it up, but if you wanted to move this whole if statement, you can now use our multi-select feature to highlight this whole if block, and you can move that whole block of logic up out of the parent if statement. So you notice this if slid down and this is now outside. So you can move this up or down. So it's much easier to manipulate how the logic and flow of your script go with the combination of the multi-select feature and the new flexibility of the if action. So we're really excited about this, and we think you are too. Especially when you get your hands on it, you'll realize just how nice it is to have those.